Yeah, why?
Just let her walk back in.
Rolling? Oh, yeah.
Is it really just check, just to make sure, because
Guess it's rolling.
the numbers are going up.
Hey, come on now. Y'all video was something. Where's
Oh yeah.
20
Yeah.
Okay. Hello everybody, what's up? I am sitting here with Crvddyrell. Welcome to the place to be, Galleria.
Happy to be here.
So nice to have you. I've been chasing you down for a minute. He didn't think I was going to really interview him. He thought I was bluffing.
I did.
Yeah. So, let's just hop right into it. So, you had 4 singles out this year so far.
Yes.
What was the process? Was there any changes from like previous years to now? I'm asking because we're at the halfway mark. It's June. Any changes from how you made music before? Any changes that you saw like when you released those singles, like 2022?
This year, it was a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't usually, I dropped 1 or 2 singles, then I come with the album. This year I was trying to go with a different approach because I wanted a bigger audience, if that makes sense. So all 4 singles, they different singles. They all got different sounds, and I was hoping like, when I drop them, whatever the numbers say, I know what type of music to make for this next album, instead of just putting out what I like.
That's cool. What do you like? What do you feel like is your favorite sound, or something that you tend to lean toward more than others?
Shit. I mean, I like making introspective music, honorable music, but I realize like the trap shit, sometimes the pop shit be there, you know what I'm saying? So it really depends. But what I like specifically, personally making is the vulnerable shit, like talking to people.
Cool. I also noticed you have a lot of collabs, and that's really important to me, like just even on our platform and us where we're from, reaching out to other people and connecting through music, it's important. Talk about some of the people you collab with.
I would say my most frequent collaborator got to be my brother, Mira the Man. We started music together. Next, I like working with Young Brazy, Mecca Lux, Tay Brown. I like usually working with people in the same like caliber as me. You feel me? But I tap in with the younger, with people that's coming up too, though. But yeah.
That's cool. What do you feel like is your sound? Like, even if it's changed over time, maybe you could say from the beginning it was more, I was leaning toward this, now I'm leaning toward that. Like, what would you say your sound is?
I probably wouldn't even say I have a sound right now. Whenever I ask people what I sound like, they don't know what I sound like. When I couldn't put
That's
it in
why
my
I
box.
asked. I feel like I couldn't tell what you sound
I be
like.
making a whole bunch of different shit. So I don't know. I wouldn't say anything.
Okay. You mentioned Mecca Lux. He's one of my personal favorites. I was able to interview him, and it was so fun. How did y'all meet, and what was it like starting to make music with him?
He actually made music before me. We met at school, and he just told me like how he first started. He was in Atlanta, how he was making the music, and how he took a break from it. And then I got into it, and when I got into it, he was still on his break, just perfecting his sound. He was always working, you feel me? And then he heard some of my shit, was fucking with it. He asked to help on a song, help on another song. And then I said, I had a song for him, and I want to get in the studio with him. Everything was just sent. I sent him an email, he sent it right back. But I fuck with his sound, fuck with his vocals. Yeah.
That's cool. Who's some of your favorite artists?
Me, right now, or just in general? Like all
in general.
Young Thug, Gunna, Kodak, From Here, Body Racks, OTR Chaz. That's probably like my daily playlist.
That's cool. Do you feel like that's what you're listening to right now? I noticed some people, like right now in this moment, you could possibly not be necessarily listening to your favorite artist. Or is there any songs right now that you got like on repeat that may not be by one of them?
I'm not really loud specifically right now. I only listen to myself, but that's because I'm working on the album. I don't like listening to other artists while I'm creating, because then I don't take nobody's sound. I don't take my lyrics, nothing, no influence. So I'll probably say most of the time I play myself right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How old were you when you felt like, okay, I want to try music. I want to start making music?
4.
Really?
Yeah. I used to have like a little beeper phone. I would play the little ringtones on that, rap. I would hear music in the car on the radio. I'd be rapping while the artist doing their verse, I'm doing my own verse in my head. That's how I was doing it. But yeah, and then I want to say like, seriously, probably like 18. But like throughout the years, I was in the church choir. I played instruments all through school, so I would say before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were there any like friends or family members that influenced your ear and the music that you listen to?
No, I would say no, not at all. I mean, I always listen to the music they played around me, but I don't think any of that was an influence. It's just what I grew up around. You feel me? If that was the case, I listen to hella R&B. Having a single mom. That's what I've been making, but yeah, no.
Let's go back. Let's go back a few years. So what year did you start school?
2016.
2016. So you graduated in 2015. What were you listening to in 2015?
Kodak and Young Thug. That was probably the hardest shit out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Baltimore music too. Probably Scooter. But yeah, that's about it.
What high school did you go to?
I went to 3 different high schools. Went to Randallstown, Howard, and Centennial.
Okay. Yeah, you did jump around.
I jumped around in general. Probably went total from elementary to high school. I went to 21 schools.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of moving around. Kicked out a couple schools. Home dynamic. Just a lot of schools. But yeah.
Wow, 21 schools. So when you went to college, how did you feel like just being there?
It was the same old thing. Just going to class, getting in and out. Matter of fact, college felt like, I don't even know what to call that, because it was really just, you on your own time, so you walk into class and then you chilling for hours at a time. So I don't know. It's way different than regular K through 12. But yeah.
So now we are in a time of like, in the fashion world, they call it fast fashion. In the music world, I call it like TikTok music, viral music, social media artists. How do you feel about that and the way it influences the music industry?
I hate it personally. And I get so many people that tell me like, you should make this type of music, or this is viral right now. But I don't like making that type of music. I'm more like a timeless person. Cause I know I call it gimmick music. You're making this because that's the sound for right now. But 2-3 years, that shit gonna be gone. Like a lot of this shit. It's like a trend.
Yeah.
And trends only last so long, and I hate making music like that.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with it. I can't even get into it.
When you're making music, I'm just thinking about the idea that you say you make timeless music. Is there anything specific that you look for, like in your beats? Are there certain producers you work with, or subject matter? Like,
I think I just got a good ear for beats. I wait to see what hit me, but a lot of times I let all producers send me beats. I just say hit me, they hit me. I don't like to stick to one producer, even though I do got some favorites, just because I don't want my sound to get stagnant or he keep making the same song. You know what I'm saying? But I like to take my time when I make the music. I don't want to throw songs out there, throw albums out there, just so, you know what I'm saying? I want my shit to last. And then guess what? It takes time, patience, you feel me?
Absolutely. When you are in the studio, do you have a lot of people in there? Are you like a nobody in here kind of guy? Like, what's the vibe?
For real, when it depends on the song I make, but it really don't matter. But like, I think I make my best music by myself, but like, when it's a crowd, I'm like a performative person. So I'm not really loud. When it's a lot of people around, I'm ready to talk that slick shit. I'm ready to say some hard shit on the beat, you feel me? I'm definitely giving my best effort. But if I'm like, by myself, it's more creative. You know what I'm saying? Think about the next bar. Think about how I'm ready to construct a song and shit. But yeah.
That's cool. So you've been doing music for a few years. How do you feel like your fans or people that just follow you, like on social media, how do you feel like they might look at you? What do you think their perspective is on you?
That's a great question. I don't want to say I'm like an influence. I feel like that's too big. But I feel like the shit I say or what I like put in the songs, they really pay attention to. Especially the people that like strictly follow me for the music. Yeah, so I feel like I gotta watch what I say when I say it. Sometimes, to an extent, or like what I'm preaching to them. You feel me? Like if I'm talking about the casino or gambling, they really follow that shit. They're gonna go listen to that and go do what I do. So yeah, just depends. Yeah.
Speaking of casino, talk about Casino Boys and what it was like putting that project together.
That was probably the most fun I had putting the project
together. It
together.
sounds fun. Like it's definitely.
It's like I would go in there and every experience was a new experience when I went to the studio. And then as soon as whatever happened, just go put it on the song. If it was a bad day, I made a song like roulette. Trying to bet it all to win a lot, you feel me? But if it was a good day, I might make Casino Boys, you feel me? Niggas really hit me in my DM, bro, how I flip this? What you do? What you play? How how much you hit this big, how much you going there with, you feel me? That was probably like the greatest time I had. And then I was knocking out the videos back to back to back, with pushing that shit. I had probably a video every week. Was in the casino every day hitting, you feel me? It was a good time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you have a favorite from all the singles and like albums that you dropped?
A favorite? I ain't really lie. I like making new music, so I wouldn't say anything's a favorite right now. But I know I got a fan favorite. That SRT is just like, it's the one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when it come on, I get a good vibe in me when I hear that, and they love that. So yeah.
What does your family think about your music and you doing music?
It's crazy. My mom, she's supportive. She's a creator, so she fuck with me. But like the older folks, my grandmother, she see me in the music videos. Why you doing that? Why you cursing like that? Why you got them guns, them drugs? Why you talking like that? It's crazy. But I think anybody closer to my age, you know what I'm saying, they fuck with it. But like the older folks, yeah. It's like, but everybody's still supportive all around. They don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Who do you work with for your cover art? Everything looks really good.
You're not gonna believe it, but it's me.
No.
It's me. I literally do all of them. Every single one of them. I would say the only one I didn't do was probably Casino Boys just because I done drug. But I gave him the whole
idea.
Yeah, the sketch and all that. I want you to do this there, I want you to do that there, and he put it together for me. Yeah. I was doing it myself because I just knew like I'm good with the graphic design. And I just know at the end of the day, whatever I envision up here, I can put that together better than I can tell somebody. Yeah.
What would you tell
Oh, not the control. And the cover art is a big, like, that's
it's a big deal.
You cannot have no bullshit as your cover art and then drop that, and you can't promote that, especially if it look like bullshit, if it look like trash, if it look like you ain't put no effort into it, if like ain't no budget into it.
Yeah, I know even me personally, when I'm like looking for new music, if the cover's not like something interesting, I'm not gonna click on it.
Real shit. And if it look like it's cheap, you're not ready to click on it.
Yeah.
If it look like you just made that in your room, you're not really,
Yeah. How would you describe your personality, and do you feel like it shows up in your music?
I feel like that's like a complex question.
It is.
I mean, when people say stuff like that, I feel like I couldn't give you my personality. Only the people around me could. But like, I feel like my personality shows up a lot on like the socials. I don't know if it shows up in the music, but I talk my shit in the music. I don't know if that's my personality though. But you know, in my head, the way I'm thinking and what I'm saying. That's the best way I can answer that.
When is your birthday?
April 24th.
So are you a
Taurus.
Okay. Do you
I got a song called that too. I don't know if you tapped in, but yeah.
Okay. And talk about that song.
I made that. It wasn't even. It's not even for me. It's for the girl I was fucking with. She just happened to be a Taurus, and I was.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm not no big zodiac person, but like.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'm not, but like, I got some knowledge into. I got knowledge in a lot of different like. If you listen to the music, you know I know a lot about a lot of shit. So really just, you're gonna catch what I'm saying, but yeah. So that song is just it's that.
So what do you like? Do you feel like you fit the stereotypical Taurus?
The stubborn, you know what I'm saying? Hard-headed, sticks to what you. Yeah, for that, that's what it is. Yeah. But that's because I feel like the last one is like because you think you're right all the time. Like, I be right 90% of the time, but watch this. I only speak on what I know. So if I spoke on it, then I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say some shit about some shit I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. So right now it's June. Summertime is coming up. You say you have an album in the works. Do you feel like that's going to be dropping for the summer vibe? You gonna wait for fall? Like,
I like to drop around like September, just because I don't think I can, but I don't make like summertime music. I can make a song for the summertime, but my whole album not gonna be like summertime music.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what people be looking for during the summertime. My shit like a good fall vibe. Yeah.
Do you write or do you freestyle?
You know what's crazy? When I first started, when it came to getting in the studio, because you know you gotta pay for that studio time. That studio is expensive. So I used to write my songs before I went in. I had the whole song structured out. But once I started recording by myself, whatever comes to the top of the head, I say that. And if I feel like I gotta revise it, I revise it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when I first started, I used to write a lot. Sometimes though, like if I'm by myself and I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'll write. It really depends on the vibe I'm on. Like sometimes, you know, the thoughts just come to me.
Do you have any like people close to you that you feel like really help keep you on track with the music, or do you feel like you're good at self-managing?
Fuck no. My manager, piece of shit. Two people around me. If I wasn't so like tunnel vision on this shit, they would have been letting me just let go.
Oh,
you feel me?
man.
I have to stay on top of myself. Like I have to be my biggest motivation and biggest support at the end of the day. It don't matter how many numbers I post. I remember my wife said, it's crazy. Like if I wasn't as focused as I was, nothing would happen. But the minute I hit 1 million, good job, bro. I always believed in you. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Like I wish if they had put as much effort as I did, we'd be way bigger. No, how that goes.
Oh man, that's terrible.
It is.
So, considering that you generally have had a good run, you know, for an artist, I feel like, and we talked about that, like just this idea of being an artist is one thing, but actually loving music is a whole nother thing. Like, talk a little bit about that and how you feel like that is like one of those things that's allowed you to have a great run.
If you think music is like, 'cause a lot of people do, like they see it as like you drop a song, it's a hit, everything else come with it. If that's what you think it is, 'cause it's not that simple, then you're gonna quit easily. Like, 'cause you think it's just one song wonder, bam, I'm lit. It's never gonna work like that.
Yeah.
Some people work like that for it, but it really don't work like that. You can't just drop a song, the numbers come in. You gotta be in love with it to keep. Because if you're not making it for yourself, that's what I say. At the end of the day, I make my music for myself. If y'all fuck with, y'all fuck with. I'm glad that y'all fuck with my art and shit. But like, I'm making it for myself. I don't make a song for like, oh, I hope y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? But it's appreciated that y'all do like it and support it. And I'm glad y'all fuck with it. But at the end of the day, it's for me. I'm not gonna make a song I don't like. I'm not gonna put out a song I don't like. I'm not gonna make music I don't like to show.
Yeah. Speaking of art, my dad told me one time, he was like, I think I was complaining because somebody didn't drop music for a long time. And he reminded me, it is an art, and it's not, you don't make it in a machine. Well, you know, artists. Yeah. Do you feel like you ever have a moment where your gears aren't working for you to put something out, or you can't think of something?
It's crazy because like that's really like the whole thing of my next album. I'm naming it Hiatus. And just because to make music and art, you really have to live life. Like you cannot just keep dropping music if you're not experiencing new shit. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk about the same shit.
Yeah.
Like the Casino Boys. That's really what I was doing right then and there.
Right.
Every day, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I'm recording that then and there. Hiatus, I then took a break, just experiencing life, living life, going through the trials and tribulations of life. So whatever I experience, whatever I think is inspirational at the moment, I'm gonna go record that. Like you really do have to take time for yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna make the same song, produce the same content, talk about the same shit.
Yeah. Do you feel like, considering that, do you feel like music is therapy for you, or a break from it is therapy for you?
That's a good one. I feel like I keep a lot of my emotions to myself. So when I make those introspective songs and I get to say it on a beat, that's therapy to me. But sometimes I like to just be alone with my thoughts. Yeah. You feel me? And that's therapy for me. I feel like a lot of times people like to go to a therapist. I don't like to talk to other people. I just feel like that's, you're judging me. I'd rather put it on a song but keep it to myself.
Okay. So I'm going to do the typical question of 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Where do you think that you will be? Where do you see yourself? Where do you know you will be? Those three kind of rounds.
Realistic.
Think, know, and
Realistically, I'm not really lying. If I'm not like, I want to say about 2025.
Okay.
If I'm not like the biggest artist in the world, I will quit. 'Cause I just feel like the music I make is so good. If by 3 years from now my shit is not appreciated, fuck it. Literally fuck it. Because I know I'm on top of my shit. Like I'm going, I know whatever it takes, if it's a video, a survival moment, when they look back at like my discography and be like, damn, he was really working. Like this shit hit, this album hit, this shit was hard, you feel me? Yeah.
Thinking about the artists that you like, the Gunna.
Thug is my favorite artist.
Thug is your favorite?
Free
Free them, for sure.
All right.
What would you say is one of your favorite songs?
From Thug, I would say I have a whole, I'm not really lying, he carried me through high school. There's a lot of songs I can name from him. He was one of those artists that just drop, non-stop. He was just putting out music no matter what it was. My favorite song by him gotta be Da Vinci. But like,
Okay.
an artist like him, I mean, it's crazy because niggas usually have, like, they have a favorite artist and they be inspired and shit. And
Right.
they usually copy off of him. He's just so, like, unique in the shit that he said.
He is very unique.
Fuck him.
Mm-hmm. What was that, 2019, 2020? 2019, 2020, that's what it was. We got hit with COVID. How did it affect you and your music making in the process?
If you had the resources, COVID didn't affect shit. And I want to say, COVID and a little bit pre-COVID was like my prime. Because I'm in the house every day and I'm locked in the studio. I'm recording every day. I'm working every day. Shit is still in motion, you feel me?
Right.
The pandemic ain't slow shit down. I was fucking with it.
That's what's up. Do you feel like you saw any changes in like your fans or numbers or anything?
Everything boosted. I remember in the like peak of the pandemic when I dropped Casino Boy. I dropped Casino Boy in July. By September, I had 25,000 monthly listens on Spotify.
That's crazy.
I had the Casino Boys went up. I dropped the Deluxe September. The MBK song went up. The Casino Flow song went up. My little part series, part 1, 2, 3. All my numbers shot up. The SRT shit shot up. I was just in the videos was right there with me. Every time I dropped a song, I had a video right there. All my numbers going up.
Right.
I fuck with the pandemic.
Yeah. If you had to talk to yourself when you first started doing music, would there be anything that you would change? Any advice you would give yourself?
I would have told my old self that shit is ass. All the shit I made back then, that shit is ass. And I used to really think like, if I got in the studio and made this song, it would be the one. That shit was ass. The construction, how I made the songs, what I was saying in the songs, the direction I had the songs in. And I really used to send my songs up to people like, you fucking with this? Ass. I wish you told me that back then. I can't even bear to listen to what I made probably pre. Anything before 2019, I don't even want to hear from you.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. But I would tell them keep going. Because you're going to get there.
Yeah.
You're going to get there. But yeah.
Any advice for other upcoming artists or newer upcoming artists?
I'm not ready to lie. I feel like the music shit is one of those things where you either got it or you don't got it. It might not. I've heard niggas, you've been working for 5 years and shit is still ass. I want to tell niggas quit. You need to quit. You need to quit. We need plumbers and we need electricians. That shit is not good. But there's certain niggas I want to tell them like, you just need the budget. Like you just need the money behind you, the promotion behind you, and that shit gonna hit. Cause I know for me, I remember still like 2018, I was dropping songs. I always been like a nigga with some clout to me. So I want to say when I first started, I had like 100 followers or 100 listeners, music-wise. But that's just because Tyrell dropped a song, ready to go listen to it. But as soon as the music got good, the videos was coming, I was like, I got to a point, I don't even send my music up because I know my shit gonna hit as soon as I drop it. The more you work and the consistency, the more you work and you keep coming, the numbers gonna come, the people gonna come, the fans gonna come. But again, that's if you got to get. If you don't have it, it is what it is. But yeah, I feel like personally, if you don't see no, I don't know, nothing like, I don't want to just say numbers wise, because numbers don't mean everything.
Right.
But if you don't see no change or no shift in your music 2 to 3 years in, quit. Quit. Nothing about to change for you. It's not. It's not.
Okay. But you're not making music. What are you doing?
If I'm not making music, I'm thinking about the music. But if it's not that, I'm gambling. If I'm not gambling, I'm in the gym. But like everything revolves around music at the end of the day. I don't want to say it's like it's plan A and that's only A. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like we getting the money to fund the music. That's what it is. Yeah. The music be on my mind 24/7. I'm always thinking. I'm always creating at the end of the day. But yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had like a certain moment or something happened that you felt like was confirmation, maybe at a time when you didn't feel like, or when you felt uneasy or unsure about you taking steps in music?
No. I feel like everything was like, it was made to happen when it happened. And every time I've ever like, I want to say at first, like when it came to music, I wasn't trying that hard. When I was trying, I wasn't putting the effort. When I was making songs, I was recording on my phone. The day I went to the studio and dropped a song, 5,000 plays, first time I ever dropped a song.
Right.
I was like, damn. First time I dropped a video, 10,000 views on my video. So it was like, anytime I actually tried and applied myself, the shit always hit. I never had to like doubt myself.
One of your friends described you as a piece of shit and
beggar?
self-centered. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Unappreciated.
Oh.
Like if I had to go into the depths of what I do for these people around me, man, I don't want to give no stories and no time.
No, give a story. Give one.
I'm like the meal ticket. You feel me?
Okay.
And that's not even in the music. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but when it comes to this gambling, I done done a lot with it, and I got a lot of good men that come to me.
Yeah.
Watch this. This is just me. I can turn 100 to 5K, 10K, 30K. I done did it. They didn't seen it. They come to me with $100. They $100 gone. I done spent 2-3 bands trying to get you right. I'm trying to get my mans right. I'm trying to get you rich. I'm trying to put you in position. I done lost it all fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I done went broke fucking with you. I gotta go get it right back fucking with you. Trying to make sure you're in the right position. But that's just how good my heart is, you feel me? If you're in a fucked up situation, I feel like I'm in a fucked up situation. If I don't got it, I'm gonna make sure you got it. If you come to me asking for it, before I even tell you no, I'm gonna go around and looking for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of genuine person I am.
I feel like a lot of gamblers are also, like, you have to have that, like, go-getter.
Yeah, but watch this. I could not waste 3 bands fucking with you to get you right. I could go about my day. Your 100 ain't work. Mine might work. It probably is gonna work. 9 times out of 10 is gonna work. I didn't came in that bitch with 100. You came in here with 100. We didn't flip that to 2 bands. You didn't see me hit 10 bands. You want 10 bands. You're not content with the 2 bands. You're not fucking with that. You want the whole 10. You get what I'm saying? It be shit like that. And you're not in here every day. I'm in here every day. You in here this once a week. That extra band should have been straight for you.
Yeah. Dang. How did you even start gambling and learning all of that?
It's crazy. My mom was a gambler, but like,
Wow.
and she didn't. Like, I seen it firsthand. But I want to say that was just like, it was like one of those. You want to be like an NFL player. You want to be like a traveler. Like it was one of those like you can get a lot of money fast. You're not the regular everyday Joe no more. You feel me? You want to trap. You want to be Meech. You go in there. You can do a lot of shit in the casino with a little bit, and it's gonna happen fast.
Yeah.
So that just happened to be my lane, and God gave me the gift.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Do you feel like when you're older and you know you're done with music, do you feel like what do you feel like is gonna be your vibe at that point?
I don't think I will ever be done with music. I feel like I could always like create some shit. Well, I'm always be a part of it in some way, form, or fashion. If I'm not like managing an artist, if I'm not hands-on with something, I'm gonna be around the music some way, somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But if like I'm done with it, I would just hope like my art was respected while I did it.
Yeah.
Like while I was in it. Like I was recognized for something. At the end of the day, I make my music for me, my art is for me, but I at least wanted to be recognized for what it was.
Right.
Or appreciated by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are there any artists that you feel like haven't gotten their just due?
If it's big niggas, Young Thug never gets his just due for what he does. Kodak Black never gets his just due for, but that's because they got antics and stuff with it. I got so many like people around me, underground rappers that don't get their just due just because like if it's I don't know what it is, but they just not getting the respect that they deserve or like the appreciation they deserve. It's a lot of people.
Talk a little bit about Baltimore and DMV music culture and people getting on, people not getting on, and people not getting their just due.
I'm not really lie to you. I don't fuck with like the DMV music scene. Just because to me, it's always been like gimmick after gimmick after gimmick. From like 2018 and on, it's always a certain wave of music they make, and that'll hit for like your local high school or something. But after that, it be gone. You know what I'm saying? And there's like plenty of artists that they made music for a certain period of time, they don't make that music no more. Yeah. Like they made music for that time and they don't make that music no more. And I feel like it's a lot of talented people around here, you know what I'm saying? And you can only, as long as you stay in your lane and diverge from what we know as like a culture, then you can get big. Like the perfect example to me is Rico Nasty. We was on some real trap shit, she was on her raid shit. She got big in her lane and stayed in her lane, doing what she did that way. Like standing with what the city or whatever it is deems was hot usually don't get you nowhere.
Good point. Well, thank you so much for being here on my platform.
I appreciate it.
It was definitely an honor. I'm so honored. I love the music and I love the grind. Keep going. It's a wrap. So we were talking about the summertime. I was asking, do you like to go out or do you like to stay home?
I love going out. I love being in the mix. But I just got to be mentally there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't like being around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say I'm introverted, but like, your social battery just died out.
Yeah, I feel that. How do your friends describe you?
You have to ask them. I don't know. I really don't know.